Hello everyone, hope you had a wonderful week. Looking at crude oil here on a daily to start off the analysis. As you can see, we put in a nice bounce here on the 64.45 off the 200 on the daily, pushed back up, and as you can see, this trend has just been kind of a driving up and then fading this move as we've been continuing out. Now, what I am seeing on the lower time frame here, specifically the hourly time frame, there's a few things that we're running into here. Basically, what we've been doing is just kind of grinding our way back up. The bears have come back in. We've been rejecting around that 66.38 level and trying to hold on to the 66s as well. So far, we do have a little bit of a weakness coming into the marketplace here yet again, but I think we should be able to override that, bounce back off the 65.58 level back into maybe the 66.34 and then kind of chop around a little bit, and if we can get above the 66.35 level, which should be the case, is the way I'm seeing things here, we should push up into around that 200 on the hourly, as well as that downtrend line around 66.80, and then I expect to see some more weakness coming back in, and then some sideways trading here between the 66 level and around the 66.37 level yet again. So we'll see if we can continue to grind here, but we do need to buck this trend one way or the other, and I'm thinking that if we do fail to really consolidate around the 66 level, then that's when we'll see that next aggressive push to the downside target, which I've had in place for a little bit now, which is around the 63.80 level. So again, you'll see on the daily, that is a breach of the 200, and I'll zoom in a little bit here, and that'll basically take us back down to the previous lows that we put in before we set off this nice rally back into the 75.35 levels. And by the time we get back down here, our RSI will be back into the oversold around the 30, maybe sub 30 level, and then another bounce should ensue again to at least check those the recent support levels around the 64.60s that we bounced off the 200, that is, and then we'll see if we can break back up above that or not. But I think that we'll probably consolidate a little bit at that time around the 62.90 to around 63.80 levels, and then probably get the strength back up to push back up into the 66s over time. So it's going to take a little bit. Again, we have a lot to deal with in this general vicinity. We have major areas that we're trying to break through, and the trend has clearly been to the downside as we've been kind of working our way in this overall wedge, descending wedge here again. So far, if we do continue to break down here, next area to watch for is 65. If we fail that level, then we will be looking at further push to the downside. So as you can see here, the RSI has also been weakening over time as well. Not something that looks too hot. Again, there's a lot to look at on the lower time frames, and I apologize, I just got a puppy, so if you hear that in the background, I apologize. But again, looking at potential move back up into the 66.37s and maybe an extension up into around 66.80s.